Oh, hi! So sorry, guys. We were having some technical issues and I did not realize we were live, but it seems like we are live now. Welcome to, I guess it would be day 4 of Etsy Effect. If you attended our January 1st Etsy Effect, I have heard some amazing things about the energy in the room at that Etsy Effect, as well as the coaching call replays. You all have been showing up and showing out. I have heard all about it from Tanner, from our coaches, from everyone that has had a hand in this Etsy Effect. It seems like you all are absolutely fired up for 2026 to be your year of success in your business. Now, if you haven't already, I highly encourage you to go ahead and apply to get a meeting with one of our success coaches to see if you are a right fit for Passive Earner Society, because y'all, today is the day for you to go ahead, keep that momentum going. I have learned that when I let that momentum stop, I normally get kind of stuck in a frozen inactivity. So I don't want you all to let this momentum stop. Make sure the pinned message at the top that Sadie just dropped for you all, if you have not gotten a time slot to talk to one of our success coordinators, please do so. We would love to get to know you a little bit more and see if you are a right fit for the program. Now, I do want to say, if you have scheduled a call, please be mindful of our success coordinator's time and show up just to hear them out. Even if you're kind of on the fence, definitely show up, listen to them. Their time is just as precious as your all's time. So if you did schedule a call, make sure they should be reaching out to you all via text as well as a phone call. So make sure that you show up and have everything ready to go. Yes, Susan said, I've had to watch the replays, had the holiday crud. I don't know if you all can hear or tell, but I am myself trying to get over the holiday crud and get past that. You have not missed anything. We are just getting started, just kind of going over some, I guess, housekeeping, just making sure if you've not applied to join us for Passive Earner Society, make sure you do that. And if you get a time to talk to either Katie, Jenny, I was trying to say Jenny and Amy together and said Jimmy. Katie, Jenny, Amy, or any one of our success coordinators, they are phenomenal. But today's class, we are going to be talking about how you can position and utilize AI to help you create listings to put in your Etsy shop, whether that be helping you on the actual listing side of things, helping you on the research side of things, or helping you on the design side of things. Now, I always like to start these classes off from the beginning, going ahead and hitting the opposition head on. Well, isn't AI taking away from artistry? Because I feel like that is one of the biggest oppositions that we get. And one thing that we love to really teach you all here within the Passive Earner Society program is that we are not going to just straight up take something from AI and slap it on a product and call it a good design, because y'all, that is not the case. You're not going to have that. You're not going to be able to take something that you have created or something that AI has created based on your prompt, slap it on a product, and then go from there. There is obviously going to be some tweaking that is going to be needed for that. And honestly, when it comes to the actual art, we like to let you guys know we position AI to generate smaller portions and pieces of our art versus having AI create the whole thing. Now, I also have heard on the flip side of that, but as well, I'm an artist, that's taking away from me as an artist. In my personal opinion, if you are a true hand-drawn artist, you create your very own graphics. To me, all it does is help you stand out more. If you are an artist, it helps you like I said, stand out more as an artist, but also you can position yourself and say, no AI used, completely hand-drawn, and you can charge a premium for your product if that is the case. Now, not everyone is going to utilize AI for those design pieces. You may be someone that utilizes AI for research, and I'm going to show you how I like to position and utilize AI as well as other tools for my research to figure out what is selling, what I can sell myself, whether I'm making my physical products, I'm doing digital products, or I'm doing print on demand, kind of like our hybrid route that we talked about. There is a way that you can and will help you position, you will be able to position AI to help you build your shop. So, someone said, I definitely say no because I can't draw a sticker. AI has been a great way to develop my ideas. Yes, it is a great tool to help you develop ideas. And so let's just go ahead and start out with the research portion. Today, I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys know. I really don't have an idea of what we are going to be creating. If you have been to one of these, I try to do a different creation almost every time we do this AI class. Today, we're going to be winging it, and I really want you all to see from start to finish how I like to utilize it and how you can as well. Yes. So let's just go ahead and hop over to our share screen. You all can see I've already been looking at some things here, not doing a ton of looking, but this is in the shop side of your Etsy. We're going to get to this here in just a minute. And you can see I have put in a prompt, but I did this so that we can already have this here and ready. So from the start, if I have no inkling of where I want to go or what product I want to design for or whatever, here is how I like to position AI to help me figure out what is selling. So I have typed in a prompt. I would like to know, based off purchasing trends on Etsy in 2025, what products are trending to be top sellers on Etsy in 2026. So here I have positioned this as I'm starting off with products, not with designs. So you have to have a base to know what products are selling. Designs will come later. So AI has told me, Chad has given me a list of top Etsy sales trends that are carrying into 2026. Okay, so these are the products, categories, and specific items that are trending now on Etsy and look to be poised to be top sellers in 2026 as well. So going down through here, obviously number one is going to be personalized and custom gifts. Now this is a great thing for those who are handmade sellers. Once again, AI does not have to be something that you just utilize if you are only doing digital products. This can be great for our physical product sellers as well, because we can see that these personalized and custom gifts are carrying over into 2026. So top ideas, custom cutting boards and serving trays. I know I have seen Miss Donna Manning here in the chat, and I know that she was talking to you all about all of the things that she does. She is a physical product seller. Maybe this is telling Donna, based on what she has sold or whatever, maybe cutting boards is what she wants to lean into. So once again, this is not something that is just for our digital product sellers, print on demand people. This is for literally everyone. So it's also saying that engraved jewelry with names and initials is a top seller. Once again, this is going to be, can very much lean toward our physical product people. Now, number two is going to lean toward our digital people, those who are in the chat that are wanting to sell digitally. So this is saying that our number two trending product is going to be any type of digital products and printables. So as you all heard from Sadie on the first, she is strictly a digital product seller. So just looking at this, it seems like keeping your Christian wall art is going to be great. Now, another product that I'm seeing right here, and it's kind of on the top of our mind anyway, it's the first of the year, is this printable planner. This is definitely one that if you take your time and create these printable planners, like a daily planner or a budget planner, or so somebody even did like a Christmas, I think Tanner bought like a Christmas tracker, like a gift tracker. That could be something to lean into. It is showing based on our research so far that these digital planners are going, are still trending, and definitely something to create. Next up, it says Canva templates. These are one, we've not really had anyone in our program that has sold just like social media templates, content calendars, Canva templates, and things like that. But if this is your expertise, it might be something to look into. Moving on, and this is also the digital calendars and holiday designs. This is giving me an idea of what we may create today. You can see, I don't know if you all saw when I first popped up on the Marketplace Insights, I was searching calendars, but I don't know. We may not go based off of that one. That was literally just the first one. I was, playing around with some things while we had some technical difficulties and they were trying to get the cameras and everything to work. I was just looking. So moving on down, chat is telling us the next thing that is trending is going to be home decor that feels comfortable and personal. Guys, once again, we're looking to spot patterns. And this is one pattern that I am finding is personalized. Anything that can feel that you can make personalized, I promise, is going to sell really, really well. So this is saying that Etsy sellers are aligning with broader design trends, minimalism, natural materials. So this is saying, once again, this is going to be a physical product. So washed linen textiles. So if anybody does any sewing, this is pillows, curtains, and throws. Texture. Linen is the texture of the year. Ooh. Interesting. That is washed linen is the texture of the year. I wonder if somehow you could incorporate that into like the backgrounds of your digital prints.
You definitely could.
Like a washed linen texture. Guys, finding all of this, looking at this, it's all about finding your patterns and trying to incorporate it into whatever route or whatever your niche is. So just because I'm not personally, or we may not personally be creating home decor for our shop, I'm still going to read over this to see if there is any way that we can incorporate it. Sadie may be able to incorporate it into her digital art shop. We may be able to incorporate it into our print on demand shop. This is all, you got to be constantly researching, and AI truly helps us put the research and the information in a readable, digestible form. Next up is, this is going to be more like this cottagecore is more of a trend versus a product. But moving on down, we have jewelry and fashion accessories. So once again, it seems to me like there are a lot of people that are actually wanting these handmade products from Etsy. So this would be great to kind of guide you if you are a handmade seller as well. Moving on down to number 5, pet products. Anything pet is going to be huge. Anything, people love their pets. You all know, you all love your pets. We love our pets. Everyone loves their pets. So any kind of pet products. So this is saying custom pet tags, collars, pet accessories. You may be looking into starting up a shop that is just a strictly pet shop. You just have pet accessories. This is telling us, based on the research, AI is telling us that this is trending. that question got answered. I'm trying to like look at your all's chat. If you all have any questions at all, please feel free to ask them in the chat. I'm kind of going back and forth between teaching and looking at your, if you have any questions. So this one said, scrolling on down, oh, this is trends and themes, shaping 2026 buyers. So warm, tactile materials, linen, natural woods, ceramics. So we are moving into trending. The color schemes are getting warmer. I will say that. Comfort and wellness oriented home vibes, bold expressive jewelry. These are all trending in 2026. I'm trying to take kind of inspiration from this into what we may be creating here in just a few minutes. I'm going to go up here, categories with strong search momentum, matching design sets. Okay, so you're saying matching designs like keychains, stickers, and apparel, like you create a set and sell it as a set. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's like the designs are cohesive.
Huh.
Interesting.
Interesting. So maybe you create one design and you have it on different products, like a keychain and then a shirt. Interesting. Minimalist embroidery products. If anybody in here is wanting to do embroidery, it's still big, it's still huge. Jump on that train now. And then, of course, seasonal products here, fandom and niche print products. We have some people who sell within a fandom without doing copyright issues. It's kind of hard to do that, but it looks like it is trending. So with all of that being said, here after I have done my research with chat, so like I said, whether you are a physical, digital, or a print-on-demand creative, you can utilize chat to help you come up with products that will be trending, that are selling, to give you an idea. From there, what I like to do is coming over here. So if you have your shop, you do have to go, and I'm gonna go here, you do have to go into your shop manager here to get to where I'm going. So after you have clicked into your shop manager, over here on the right-hand side, or left-hand side of the screen, you know, this side, the left-hand side, you can see where it says stats. Now it's gonna show up like this. What you're gonna have to do is this arrow pointing down. You can then come in here and look at Marketplace Insights. So clicking on that, you can now go down here and kind of see based on what Etsy, the last 30 days of searches, what buyers are searching for across Etsy. And I love that this is housed within Etsy because Etsy knows what is being done on their website. Yeah. They can tell you exactly. So I do like to utilize chat to get my idea, and then I'm gonna come over here and look at Marketplace Insights. So here we have lanyard, hat. Remember we were talking about those trending, the products that work together? That could be a key right here that we have accessories together. Well, I am in the accessories category. Next, once again, I'm just gonna go through there and I'm looking for kind of pattern recognition. And get an idea of what we may want to create. You can also, so let's say you find, let's just go over here to clothing. Let's say you find a product. So here you can click on shirt. This is the search data for just shirt in the last 30 days. You can see how it kind of goes up and down, but during the month of December, you are going to have this. One thing we do also want to look at is kind of the search results to searches ratio. You want to look for a somewhat of a golden ratio when we are looking for something to create. So let me just go back. Calendar keeps popping up like in my head. Like, let's keep looking for calendar because it's the first of the year. And this is just kind of how I would go through the process. So looking here, we have a really good search ratio here. especially, which it is within the last 30 days. We are at the first of the year, so this is going to be a little bit on the higher side, but this is how you go through the process when you are figuring out what to create. So we have 121, let's just go with 2026 calendar. We have 121.5 thousand listings, but we have over 100,000 searches for it. That ratio is actually wild. Like that is almost the same amount of searches as listings. That's insane.
Crazy.
So right there tells me that is something that if you are doing digital products, you need to be creating, okay? Now, we did have someone ask what would be a good ratio. This is gonna be an elevated and inflated ratio right now, strictly because of the time of year. So let me show you what a good ratio would be. So if we go over here, let's just go back to shirt. You can see here, when you just type in shirt, we have 9.5 million listings because that is just a very broad term, right? So we have millions of listings, and right now we have not even 100,000 searches. So to me, people right now, you can have shirts. Listen, we have a shop that strictly only sells shirts and sweatshirts. We are still making sales. Don't let that deter you from that. But that is a broad term. We need to get more specific. So let's just say what would be a Valentine's? Is going to be right now on the up and up because Valentine's Day is coming up. So when you start to get more specific with your searches, the ratio starts to be more of, okay, like that makes more sense. So let's just say boys or teachers Valentine's shirt. That is even more specific. It has 33,000 for a teacher Valentine's shirt. It has 33,000 listings and 2.4K searches. Now, this is a pretty decent amount. A pretty decent, I would think, ratio. So when you take that and you turn it actually into a ratio, it would be, I'm trying to do the math right off the top of my head. 1, 2, 7. Okay, so it seems, if I did the math right, it's 2.4K over 33 equals X over 100. And then I'm trying to, anyway, just generally looking at it without making myself look silly trying to do conversion math on a live, this to me seems like a pretty good kind of ratio. Now, when you just have Valentine's shirts, period, and you can still use this as a tag, right? But when we're looking at what to create, a teacher's Valentine's shirt may be something, and actually I may change instead of doing a calendar, because I do feel like calendar right now, that is very, very elevated, and it is a first of the year thing. So let's just say you wanted to create a teacher's Valentine's Day shirt. So now we have our idea based on what chat told us, because it still is saying up here that seasonal personalized continues to drive conversions and repeat buyers, right? So now, coming back here, a teacher's Valentine's Day shirt can be personalized. I can make it personalized, and it's very specific, and it is a seasonal product that people will bring people back. So now, what I'm gonna do, back to the research, remember, we're coming over here, and I'm gonna type in that teacher's Valentine's Day shirt and get an idea and look at, if I can type. And now we're going to get a look at what is actually selling. Now, because we are the 1st of January, our monthly sales are not going to be showing up. Now, just so you guys know, we are using another, this is kind of like another research tool that we have here. And this is Everbee. I am in Chrome, and this is a Chrome extension. If you are wanting to get serious about your Etsy shop, I definitely think having that as a tool is going to be super helpful. This is just the Chrome extension. You can see up here, this little puzzle piece is how you are going to add that extension. We have added it and pinned it. And every time we are in Etsy, we just sign in over here, and then we get these stats. Now, I will tell you, we are working on the paid version. So let me just be clear off the bat, we are working with the paid version, right? So what we are wanting to do now is we are wanting to look at the conversion rates instead of the monthly sales. Because we are at the first of the month, you're not going to have the monthly sales normal. So a 3.12 conversion rate, anywhere between, I would think, a 1.5 to about a 3.5 is a pretty good conversion rate. If you can get higher than that, that's really what we would want, but we're looking for something that has a good conversion rate. And what a conversion rate is every time someone has clicked on that, it kind of does a clicks or views per sales, and that's what's going to give you that conversion rate. So some of them are going to have 0. This is just a PNG bundle. We are wanting to create an actual shirt design. You can see here, once again, we're spotting those patterns. Remember, we said personalized was huge. This is a personalized design that has been created, has a pretty decent conversion rate. Now, once again, this is just the PNG, not the actual shirt, I don't think. But I'm not going to click on it because I don't want to mess up anyone else's conversion rate. But I'm just looking at what is on this first page, and then going off of the conversion rates and kind of getting an idea. Do I see any trending designs here? I like that one. That one's cute. It has a 1.7. I'm seeing a lot of the candy hearts. I'm seeing a lot of candy hearts. The candy hearts seem to have decent conversion rates. This one is a Texas shape conversation hearts. So what if we take this idea? This one is also conversation hearts, has lots of good stuff on it. I'm thinking, once again, I'm trying to, that one didn't have as much conversion as good of a conversion rate as I thought. But if we're spotting trends, I'm seeing the conversation hearts. Beautiful. Okay, so we have an idea of where we're going with our design. We're going to do conversation hearts. We're going to do conversation hearts. We're going to do teacher because based on our information and what we got from the insights, it looks like teacher shirts, teacher Valentine shirts, it still has a lot of listings, but it has a pretty good amount of searches, and it will only keep getting higher from here. And we are trying to predict the trends, so we're going to go with conversation hearts. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and create a design. I'm just going to do a 2000 by 2000 pixel design. And then we are going to start the process of creating our design. Now, there are a couple different AI places you can go to create graphics. And honestly, as crazy as it sounds, I truly think that Canva has become one of my favorite places to create if I'm needing help with a design. So let's just start out in Canva AI. We have our design pulled up over here. So I have a tab here. I have my design pulled up here. And let's just say we are going to do conversation hearts. I am wanting to create conversation hearts that will go onto a teacher's shirt. I would like for the conversation hearts to, I think I want it to be more on the whimsical, cartoony style. Would that be the same, or would you just be whimsical or cartoon style or playful?
I usually like whimsical because sometimes cartoon looks too like kiddish to me. But we could play around and see.
With solid colors. And then I want each heart should have 1 to 2 words inside that can be motivational to children. The shirt is, we'll say something along the lines of my students are. Okay, so I did also forget to put in the ratio that I wanted. So, I saw a shirt that said Miss Smith Sweethearts and each student's name was engraved in a heart and pen. Could come back yearly to add new classes. I love that, Donna. That is such a good, oh, it's messed it up completely.
Could we create a prompt in ChatGPT?
Yeah. So I thought that Canva was going to be nice to me, and sometimes this is what happens. So if this happens to you, do not fear. What we're going to do is we're going to come back over here to chat. We're going to go to a new chat, close this down. And we're going to have chat create us a prompt, because when it comes to AI, the creation part on your side is going to be creating prompts. So you can't just type in whatever you want into ChatGPT or into Canva and get, like, this is not it. This is not it. This is terrible. So what we can do is we can help have AI. Yeah, Holly, Canva is trolling me today. I thought I was very clear with my words, but clearly I wasn't clear enough. So how many times can I say the word clear in 2 sentences? I am needing help creating a prompt that I can use that have, not motivational. What word am I trying to, your daily affirmation. That's what, that have affirmation words for children. For kids inside of them. these hearts need to be separated and nowhere separated and all different solid colors. I'm also going to put these hearts need to be separated so that I can manipulate them and move them around. And they should all be different solid colors. Perfect. We're just going to go from there. Yes, you do have to be very specific with your prompts, which is why I like to try it first, and then if I can't figure it out, I go back in and really have chat create the prompts. So we're just going to, once again, we don't just copy and paste. We need to read over. Create a set of individual conversation heart candies for kids, each heart fully separated with clear space between them. No touching or overlapping. Perfect. Look at you, chat. Go. Each heart is a simple flat vector style, solid pastel color. Positive affirmation for children, written in rounded, playful, easy to read font. I'm kind, I am brave, I am loved. Okay, that's where I'm going to change it. I don't want, or should we do a design? Because I didn't see one like that. Instead of saying my students are and then have the conversation hearts. If we just have affirmations in conversation hearts.
That would be really cute. Because it's taking the elements that are trending, but we're making it our own.
Truly the best. This is another reason why I like utilizing, you know, sometimes it gives us ideas for things that we otherwise would not have had. So let's go back. I'm going to paste that in. I'm changing, we are clicking image, making sure I click image on this, and I'm changing it from 16 by 19 to a 1-to-1 ratio. And then I can also choose the style. Ooh. No. Unless I did pop, no. I was gonna maybe play around with pop art, but we're gonna see what this gives us first. And then we shall go from there. Does anyone have any questions so far? Oh.
That's so cute.
Snaps for these. Snaps for these. These are a lot more than, and you know what? I am Lonald.
What does it say?
I don't know.
I am subbed.
But what we can do, I do like these conversation hearts, and I like how they are together.
Yes.
What we can do, I myself.
Yeah. That's
I'm
crazy.
Okay, this is not working, but here is how we're gonna do this. Watch. We're going to choose, I think I like these because they kind of give more of a 3D effect. Hear me out. We're going to copy this image. We're going to come over here to our design. We're going to paste it in. Here is what we have, but we're not done. We're going to come over here to edit. We're going to go to grab text, and we're just going to grab all of this text off of here, okay? We're just going to, I'm solved.
These are cracking me up.
I believe myself. A lot of people believe their self is the problem. Almost too many people believe their self. So what I can do now is I can keep these conversation hearts. Let me select all of this text. And we can move these down. And now what we can do, this is super cute. Okay. We'll just put Miss Kylie's students are, and this is kind of a different design, but similar. I'm also going to choose this. We'll come over here to effects. We'll add something cute to it. And let's make Miss Kylie's students bigger. And then from there, we can duplicate this. Loved. And now we can create, no, I just want this one. Conversation hearts, they have white, right? Should I have?
I think so.
Oh, that looks
That's
so much
cute.
better.
Yeah.
So much better. So now what we can do is we can come in here and we can duplicate this and create different words. So we have loved, we have kind. What else are Miss Kylie's students? Let's go back to see if smart. Why did we not put smart? Why didn't I think of smart? Capable. I don't know that capable is going to fit. Oh, yeah. Why don't you all drop me some words in the chat? That's what you all need to do. Drop me some words in the chat. Brave, great, love. Now this also, now that I'm looking at it, I probably wouldn't do this as a t-shirt design. Do you want to know what I would do it as though? I would do it as a personalized printable download so that teachers could put this up in their, they could put this up in their classroom.
That would be so cute.
And I feel like that makes more sense. Bold. Good one. Confident. Let's hope confident fits. Confident. We may just make it a little bit smaller. Or can we put it on one line? How small does it have to be if we put it on? I think we're going to have to put it on 2 lines. But I still think it could be cute. Let's bring this line spacing together. Make it just a little bit bigger. I think y'all are getting the gist. Duplicate. What other strong, worthy? Worthy is for sure going on there. Worthy. We're all worthy. Valued. I love valued. That's a good one. I have loved on there. Chosen. I like valued. I like them all actually. But now you can see how we have utilized AI to quickly help us make a design. We didn't use it to do the whole thing. We used it to kind of get, and it really wasn't working in our favor to begin with. But I hope that you all can now see how easy it is to go from research with AI to kind of like browsing and doing your own research to design. And now what you can do, Donna said that would make a great tote bag. It 100% would make a great tote bag. So many things so many routes you can go with this. I will say, like I said, we started out with a t-shirt design. I don't think that this is a t-shirt design, if you want my honest opinion. I don't think it makes sense for a t-shirt, but I love the structure of this. I think it would be more so great for a tote bag. So what I may do now is come back over here and let's just type in teacher tote bag and see what kind of stats we have for a teacher tote bag. So you can see that it's kind of gone down a little bit. It may start trending back up, but right now, teacher tote bag in general this to me is not a great ratio. A seasonal mouse pad, all of these things are good and great ideas, but one thing I definitely want you to do is go back and do your research and figure out how can I position this to then be able for it to be seen and sold on Etsy. Just because we had this idea, we went there, it didn't really work when it came to our design, but just go back and do your research. Somebody asked, how do you edit an uploaded image in Canva? Well, back over here in Canva, I can quickly show you just where it's at. So let's just say this is our uploaded image. We will do, actually, let's delete this. Let's delete all of this. Here is the image. How you're going to do that is up here at the top. If you go to edit, there is all of these here, this Magic Studio. You have your filters, your effects, and up here you can adjust all your stuff here. Just as a little quick little reminder. Yes, Holly, a poster for the classroom would probably be my pick for this one, but I hope that you all can see how easy it is for you all to position AI to help you get your ideas, do your research, maybe even create elements in your design. And then after you have your design, you can then utilize AI to help you come up with your titles, your tags. It can help write your description. So lots and lots of different ways that you can position AI to utilize it within your Etsy shop. If you don't care, we'll go back to one. I hope you guys have really, truly seen the possibilities. We just did the research portion and the design portion. From here, what you would then do is you can take your design, pop it into chat. We do have an AI bot that we use within Passive Earner Society that has the tags, the titles, descriptions. We're still in the process of working out some of the bugs with that, but we do have that. But what you can do is take your design, put it into chat, say, hey chat, I'm creating an Etsy listing. Now you are going to have to train your chat to do a lot more research on Etsy, to read that website and all the information. It's just going to take a little bit more time, but you can put your design in there, say, hey chat, I am creating a blank product, whether it's a digital poster, whatever. Here's the design. Can you write me a quick description? Give me a list of Etsy tags that can be used and a potential title. Now, once again, I am not going to tell you to copy and paste. And actually, let's just go ahead and do that. I'm just going to come up here. We're just going to go to share. I'm going to download this first page with a transparent background. We're going to download. We're going to pop back over here. Let's go to a new chat. Here is the design. Oh no, it didn't get rid of that white, but that's something we can figure out later. So I'm just going to pop my Finder back into view. Here is what I'm going to be creating. And I'm just going to say, I am using this graphic as a digital wall art or we'll say digital poster for a classroom. And I am going to be selling this on Etsy. Can you please give me a list of potential tags, 3 potential titles, and a short description? Please use SEO words and try not to use the same word more than 3 times. It's really best if you try to keep it lower than that, but for this purpose, we will just go ahead and do that. So an Etsy optimized setup, design, and rank, which also there's a lot of this that does not work, and that is what your coaches are there to kind of help you, show you what works and what doesn't. But it can then give you a list of potential tags, some SEO optimized title options, and a short description. Now from there, you will have to, what we teach you within our program is you take that and you go back and forth with the marketplace insights and using your own brain. We're never going to take anything AI gives us and use it 100%. We have to use our own brain and kind of like deductive reasoning. This is a hypothesis. We're testing what works. So you now have a list of some potential tags that you can use without having to sit and really think about it. So I hope you guys have really, really enjoyed it. Use AI now before they figure out you can't use it and it is copyrighted. Sure. I hope you guys have enjoyed today. I hope, if nothing else, you have seen the potential of how we position AI to help us within our business and within our Etsy shop. And we want to really help you and guide you in creating success in your Etsy shop as well. So if you haven't already, make sure you click that link. Go ahead and sign up or get your time locked in with one of our success coordinators. Sadie's going to be dropping that link today. Apply for that time. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it. And y'all, once again, if you have a time slot with one of our success coordinators, please make sure that you show up or let them know that you can't. There are a lot of people that are wanting to see if they are a right fit for our program. So we have a lot of people to contact. So if you do need to cancel, please let us know ahead of time. But I highly suggest trying your best to show up for that time, because you're going to get so much more out of it than you can ever imagine. What if you only have half a brain? Guess what? We work with half of a brain. I function on half of a brain all the time. All the time. Thank you guys so much for being here. I have enjoyed this so much, and we will see you guys either here back on the channel or inside Passive Earner Society real soon. Bye guys.